Every now and then I see a situation where automakers will take advantage of customers in a way that I think is completely unreasonable. The guy who bought this electric car from Hyundai thought to himself, you know what, this is going to be so much fun. You know that feeling when you buy a new car, you've been waiting for months to get it, you're really excited, you get the car, and then this happens. And honestly, Hyundai, you need to do something about this. It's a joke. The other joke is that the ICCU problems are still occurring in Hyundai electric cars, along with 12-volt battery failures. And I think this is unacceptable. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. And this guy hasn't had his new, or relatively new, Hyundai Ioniq 5N for months now because the main battery died. Now, the ongoing problem that we're seeing with Hyundai EVs is the ICCUs failing. And that means your car, you could be driving along and suddenly it just dies and stops. It's happening to a lot of customers, and it appears that it's just a matter of time before it happens to pretty much every Hyundai EV until your ICC unit needs to be repaired. And if that doesn't get you, then the 12-volt battery failures probably will, which there's been so many of them, it's crazy. Yeah, you can get your 12-volt battery replaced. It's not the end of the world, but it's certainly frustrating. But in this case, well, the situation was entirely different. The entire battery died. And we're talking about the Ioniq 5N. This car was only a few months old until this happened. Now, apparently, the buyer of this Ioniq 5N, he was so excited to get the car. You know how it is when you get a new car, you just like, wow, I can't wait to get up in the morning and drive my new car. Gets up in the morning and realizes that his battery, the big battery, has failed. And he takes it to the dealership, and the dealership, well, they weren't all that interested. Now, the truth is he'd only done 8,000 miles of driving. So I think for the battery to fail that quickly, it seems, to be honest, really strange. But Hyundai, they don't fix batteries. So they basically have to replace the battery. This saga actually began on the 27th of August when the owner of this car posted about his situation in Reddit. And the reason he posted in Reddit wasn't because he was one of those whiny bitches. And I say whiny bitches because there are so many of you online that whine about the smallest things. This guy wasn't that kind of person. He'd been waiting for months. In the thread with the title, "Help me navigate the runaround I think I'm getting from service," he talked about how his car displayed a red warning light and it refused to charge. At that point, the car had been in service for weeks with no clear answers. He also said that the service advisor told him the issue wasn't the ICCU, which is the integrated charger control unit and the part that often will fail. This system actually controls charging and power flow in the car, and is a known weak spot for many Hyundai EVs. Other Reddit users claiming to own an Ioniq 5N or an Elantra N described similar frustrations with this dealership in California. Anyhow, one person said that after their ICCU braking, which is a common part that breaks, they had to wait more than 45 days to get a replacement. So they didn't have their car for more than 45 days. Now, I think that's insane. I mean, seeing as Hyundai know this part of the car is breaking all the time, they should have thousands of ICCUs just sitting there ready to go. How can this be the case that they don't? They've got to order one in. It's crazy. Anyhow, this guy, it's been months now, and he still doesn't have his car back. After 2 months, he said, "I still don't have my car and there's no end in sight." And it's actually now been nearly 3 months. Good luck to folks out there waiting on a battery. In a screenshot from the dealership, a service advisor confirmed that the vehicle's main battery is on back order and there is no ETA. So he has no idea when he'll get his car back. Williams said that Hyundai's lack of transparency has been the most frustrating part of the process. He said, even giving Hyundai the full benefit of the doubt on supply chain issues, the complete lack of transparency is inexcusable. Every week, it's the same line. No ETA on a battery and no ETA on my car. The owner has now initiated a buyback request, but that was 4 weeks ago. And actually, it's actually been now 5 weeks, and there's no progress on that. Apparently, the media has reached out to Hyundai for a comment, and they haven't provided the media with any kind of response either. Why would Hyundai let it get to this point? I mean, Hyundai, I'm seriously asking you guys a question. You guys have never talked to me about anything ever, about any of the videos I've done ever, and that's not that, it's probably out of the ordinary considering I've had 230 million views on videos, but I'm fine with it. But I'm not fine when you treat a customer like this. This guy has bought the most expensive Hyundai EV, or the most expensive Hyundai car, I think, in history. And he's had it for a few months. And I think he hasn't had the car for longer than he actually has had it. I mean, you guys have had this thing for 3 months, and you still can't give the guy an ETA. I don't think that's acceptable. I think you should be just giving him a replacement car until this is all fixed up. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. The Sydney EV International Motor Show. If you want to get a 50% discount on your tickets, all you got to do, click the link in the description and use the promotion code that's in the description. Just copy and paste that. Now, I should mention there's only 200 tickets available per day. So if you go to use the promo code and you can't get a ticket, wait till the next day. Don't wait until the day before the show to get your tickets, because otherwise you'll probably miss out on getting the 50% discount.